This film is about war, conviction, ruthlessness, and ultimately righteousness. This is a film about reality. It is a story about soldiers, values, ideals, and what it takes to put your life and everything you believe in on the line to protect the sovereignty of a nation and its people. No apologies are made for how it makes you feel. War is not a game. If you have purchased a copy of this film, thank you. If you have acquired a copy of this film without paying for it, please watch it and consider all of the effort and sacrifice that has been made to produce it. Nothing is free. Most of all, if you recommend it, please do so by way of pointing people to the website to purchase a copy. Respect content creators. Don't pirate.
Echo 1, Echo Roger, I'm at the Y junction now waiting for you. 83 Alpha, Roger, I see you moving now at 9 or 7. Turn your Black Hill markers off once you stop. 1 road.
Wait for splash.
It was a hot afternoon on an overwatch in Helmand Province. We were talking about the war. Politics, that muzzle of politically correct, is never part of the reality in the field. Then I asked about the idea of winning. The Canadian soldier I was with turned his head towards me almost in disgust and said, "Look, I'm just the ground pounder they sent to fight the fight, and I have won every fight. I am in the Muhammad Ali of battles." He went on, "How they win the war is their business. That's the politics of things we can't control nor make much sense of." He continued, saying, "Politicians lack the stomach for what we do. They give us a license to kill, then worry about it once our brothers arrive home in body bags or minus a few body parts." And he concluded with this, "For us it's simple. If your cup gets full, then get a bigger cup. Mine'll be filled with scotch as soon as I arrive home. In the meantime, I'm going to kill every damn Taliban I can, because I'm coming home alive." In 2006, I went to Afghanistan to capture the stories of soldiers fighting the war on terror on the home turf of the Taliban. Iraq was raging in the news, capturing the attention of media, leaving Afghanistan out of the nightly broadcasts and buried in the back pages of newspapers. YouTube had just finished its first year and was still viewed as a social experiment. MySpace was still the rage, and Twitter was only 2 months old. Blogs were the new alternative media. I was a citizen journalist. I embedded for a year. The story I had come to tell was in the legacy of Ernie Pyle. It was never about the Taliban, nor to make some moral judgment on war. My story was about the soldiers, their experience, and what that looked like through their lens on events. In July of 2006, I was asked to cover Operation Mountain Thrust. The operation was led by Colonel Ian Hope, commander of Canada's Task Force Orion. The mission was to attack Taliban sanctuaries in key areas of Kandahar and Helmand Provinces. These areas were a hotbed of insurgent activity and the center point for their opium production, finance, and terror operations. I was attached to Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry, known as the Patricias. The events that unfolded over the next 10 days changed all of us. It was an awakening, showing Canada and the world that the soldiers of this quiet neighbor up north understood the meaning of conviction, ruthlessness, and righteousness. The lesson we all learned was clear. Fighting is everything.
Well, we got a guy moving across the field to our left right now. He just needs to move pretty quick over. We can't identify if he's got a weapon or not.
Panjwai District, Afghanistan. A graveyard of Soviet defeats. It was also a stronghold for the Taliban, who used villages and mosques as their base of operations. Colonel Ian Hope, the commander of Canada's forces, knew that, and with the assistance of his Mujahideen advisors, developed the strategies to deliver a lethal blow. The fundamental rule? Leave the fighting to the squad and let them do what they do best. The Patricias never let him down.
Down to here. Our platoon leaders down this road, maybe a couple hundred meters. Okay. This is 1-2 Charlie, over.
Okay, reference that grape drying shack. All right, 200 meters to my front. Right, that's where the enemy's coming from. You take an RPG fire? Let's get some support up here.
I don't see him.
All right, 200 meters up. That's where they are.
200 meters up.
Okay, they've been moving around on us. Right down the
The first wall, they're further. They're further. First wall, they're further. Pick sniper locations and hit it. Fuck this shit up. Point and hit it!
Yeah! Advance to Shura! Change your bags! Bomb up! I love that fucking low riding ass of yours.
Yeah, thanks.
Watch yourself. Hold the ground there. Move down the bayou.
The Taliban are more criminal network than religious order. They hide behind the veil of a faith while running illegal networks of drugs and human trafficking. Training and weapons are provided by Pakistani intelligence and Saudi Arabian money. Panjwai was one of the Taliban sanctuaries. The Patricia's job was clear: root them out.
We should be there shortly.
As Karl van Clausewitz wrote, courage, above all things, is the first quality of a warrior.
There's no one there? Okay. Because we have ICOM chatter stating that they gather at a mosque.
Bravo! 45 mil! Get down!
buddy.
Shot! Go! Go! Move down! Move down! Yeah, get down here! Move down, move down, move down! Go, 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 go!
Aim for the rooftop. He's on the rooftop.
Stoppage! Changing mags!
That's all they're doing. Pot shots, man.
Come on. BC 610 and 203 for that fucking rooftop right there.
Get out of the way. I get out of here, guys.
Go through, boys!
Hey. Over that way more.
Sounds like he's in a tree, doesn't
He's
it?
gonna fire again.
RPG! RPG! Shut out! Airburst!
Like, am I still fully fucked well, off? I think I'm, I just dropped it at 200, but then I'm just getting closer. Yeah, and you can get 100 as well.
Yeah.
Little airburst.
On the fucking wall somewhere. Let's try and push him. Into one of the walls. Nice.
Oh, yeah!
Nice.
Hit just behind that fucking first wall.
The one that we fucking peppered with fucking, Ernie?
No, the one to the right.
Oh, God.
Steady! I can't see it. Is he hitting that wall that I want?
He's hitting the far side of it.
I want him right fucking the edge of the mosque. As close as he can get to that mosque and go left.
The architecture of Afghan villages is a maze of alleyways and inner courtyards. It provides an ideal environment for Taliban fighters to operate from. Fear and coercion are the Taliban's preferred tactic, forcing villagers to provide them with food and housing and a base of operations to fight from. The only way to root them out is boots on the ground, house to house.
Grenade! Clear?
This one here, Mike, we're in here.
Most villagers flee once the fighting begins, leaving only hardened fighters and loyalists behind. With an enemy that is often indistinguishable from local residents, every step forward is an assessment of friend, foe, and survival.
It's like the impact of something backing target truck.
Trees left, center, and then one to the right. Okay.
buildings?
Shane.
Yeah.
No, trees. See the big trees? That direction. All right.
In between. Shane,
Fire.
move out. Where's that guy?
Got fire coming from these trees over here.
All right.
Got a big pump there.
Yeah.
Fucking white poplar there. Whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
A bit high. Oh, it might be in there.
A little bit far.
Yeah.
So,
Go! Nice shot!
road's clear. Okay. Clear those first.
Oh, what do we got there? Come on, let's go.
2 rooms back here, clear.
2 small rooms back there.
Got a hash pipe.
Nice. Box of fucking coffee.
They packed up, they knew they were going.
Had a little bad accident.
Yeah, mixing chemicals, eh?
No, shoot. Somebody was probably trying to make an IED and fucked it up.
I think it all links back to 9/11, for sure.
We're only defending our way of life. We're here, we're trying to help them build up their society, but this all started because they tried to take away our way of life.
There were 3,000 people killed in that attack in New York City. Canadians, Muslims, Jews, all different nationalities.
They are the ones that attacked us.
The airplanes weren't allowed to land in the U.S. After that, a lot of them landed in Halifax, Nova Scotia, all over Atlantic Canada. It affects us all. I think we let the Americans pick up too much of the fight already, and we're here to do our part. Some other people got to step up and do their part. It's not just an American fight. My wife is from the U.S. She was on the phone the entire day, talking to. I get choked up about this. We have family on the east and west coast. It was on the east coast. It was huge, and it was just as big in California or Oregon or Vancouver. It was huge.
Because I don't want to be here, but I'm here for a reason, because they're blowing up the Twin Towers. They're blowing up their subway systems in Britain. They're trying to blow up the CN Tower. Like, they're bringing it on.
That's what we're here to do, is to hunt Taliban and not hand out blankets all the time. That's part of the job, but we're here to hunt Taliban primarily, and we got to do that the other day. We did it pretty well.
I have 2 children back home, and I want them to be able to go to school and go on, day trips with their school and not worry about being blown up. That's ridiculous. And if we let them get away with it once, and then twice, and then 3 times, they're going to keep doing it. So we have to put a stop to it now and say, listen, if you try and hurt our, innocent people. They didn't target military people. Innocent people on their way to work. And there's a lot of people that don't support this war, but if their families were in one of those explosions, it sure turned their fucking tide.
I found his blood trail up there.
Did you?
Yeah, big blood trail.
Oh, sorry.
I wasn't with her.
Drag mark with the blood.
You guys
More blood.
This is where he got popped. Right there. There's a lot of blood. I doubt he made it too far. And then there's all this stuff here. A shitload of damage up here. Persuaded them to leave. You can see our fighting position yesterday. Right where those two prongs are on that one house, there's a rounded house. That's where we were shooting from yesterday, all along that wall. Seems a lot closer today than it did yesterday. And I guess they're not going to hide behind the wall too much longer with the way our guns go through it. Good stuff.
This is American, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, sir?
Yeah.
You want to call the 19er and let them know that it is American 60mm ammo?
Yeah.
Any more case? Yeah, take that wooden case back, sir.
So where do you think they got the ammo?
From the ambushed ammo truck there for the specialist guys there about a month and a bit ago. It was ambushed on Highway 1 and they pillaged it. It's down here, Chuck. You can see the...
Is it?
Like, fucking, there's shit everywhere.
Yeah.
It's been shredded.
All this water up here too is from the Jundies, eh?
Yeah.
Like they using our water bottles.
Yeah. That's why we have that recycling program.
Yeah.
No blood trail in here.
Fuck, he was firing at us with a machine gun. I didn't even know that.
Fucking RPK.
See through this hole?
There's no fucking link though.
Because it's cloth belt. You slide them in the cloth belt and it goes through.
You know, these guys, like, we fired them up and we put like 6-7 rounds into these guys and they're still running along, and you know, they can get away that way, or they get taken to a spot where they're picked up.
Drugs are a major part of the economics and culture. Opium is the primary cash crop and funds a significant portion of Taliban operations. Elements of the Afghan National Army were always included in operations. Though their effectiveness in battle was often limited, they were a stabilizing factor. They provided essential cultural understanding as well as intelligence. They were also loved by the Afghan villagers. Where villagers might perceive Western armies as invaders, the Afghan National Army was their defender.
The headquarters on my left, NH, keep going on that side. Follow Mark.
It was easy to forget that for the Afghans, this was a civil war.
Team England. Having a go. There it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going. It's framed.
Oh yeah, after I loosened it off for him.
Troika! Look at that! Fuck you!
It worked.
Yeah.
There's a door right here.
Four doors left.
Five goes left.
Probably isn't starting yet. No, they're heading for it. Lindsay, with me?
Yep.
Ready? Okay, it goes right and left. Okay. Oh, fuck. You guys gotta fucking let us know where you are.
And then there's English writing on some of these too, but...
Drug use in Afghanistan is extensive. Drugs are typically part of the Taliban fighters' kit.
What are they?
Looks like prescriptions.
Opium and its derivative heroin are frequently used as part of the Taliban's prep to numb the impact of pain, allowing them to continue fighting even after being seriously wounded.
Needles.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
Drying all the opium stocks on these big tables. So why would you see somebody with a bit of money? Got an IV shunt hooked up to that. They got their own well. We go to check out the compound. Lots of motorcycles, RPG rounds. Lots of motorcycles.
These guys all fucked off and hurt.
Yeah. Medical kits.
Fucking turban.
Medical kits here. Get this sir over here. Shaving cream. Yeah, but they fucked off hard.
Oh, yeah.
Is this one of ours?
Fuck yeah. Doors left and right.
Yeah, I got left.
I smell pot.
Yeah. How do you know what pot smells like?
Discovery Channel.
They fucking just collected little shit.
Yeah, look. This is like a...
They got a teaching podium there.
There's documents in the room next too.
See what this
This restaurant
Kingdom of
NRE,
Saudi
right?
Arabia agricultural.
I had like one large pizza, a Coke. It's a bill for something.
Did Tim Hortons deliver?
Yeah, Timmy's.
In the aftermath of the fight, the Scavengers arrive like vultures to carrion. Thief and enemy commingle. For the thief, it's opportunity. For the enemy, it is the ability to escape while hiding in plain sight.
کومر سره باندې شرا کړی د خو قسم دی دا کورونه مو دی ګر
No, he's had a haircut lately too, eh? Right there. Shaved.
Oh.
Who's Pakistan? He's Pakistani?
Oh, yes, Pakistan.
Oh, that's ration. That's, yeah, it's garbage.
Taliban, hey, Taliban.
Both?
Taliban.
No?
No, no, Taliban. Yes, Taliban.
Do?
Oh.
Do?
Oh, Taliban. سنځري ته خو زه هغه خلک ته پیژنې هغه دوه کسان یا زه د سنځري یم زه دور د کول کسر عالم دغه ګواني و دا چپړک و دا اوسپنې و دغه شیان دا ټول خلاص کړه ټول خلاص کړه پای پاک پر سر تار نه لري په چا کار نه لري
you know, these people are pack rats and.
Hey, don't make it work. نه هیڅوک څه نه لرم زه بیا خدای ماته بل شریک نه لرم وروره دا وګوره یو خبره دا ټول کلی نه ده زه د دې کلي نه یم غږ مه کوه ته غږ مه کوه سینځرۍ دا ټول کلی خلک یې وتلی ده دلته چې کومه ته ودرېږئ ته غږ مه کوه زه درته خبره وکړم دلته بغیر القاعده نه نور هیڅوک نه ګرځي دلته زه پر جلار چېرې
We were questioning a guy before with their help. Much different technique than we have.
Jim Carrey, yeah. Well, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. William Shatner.
I'm not as concerned about the people here as the people where we're from. And if that means we have to stay here to hunt Taliban to do it, then that's fine.
You know, we do all these humanitarian aid pieces like you see, and you know, this big push, give them this, give them that. We wouldn't give a shit if they hadn't attacked.
People are looking at this as being over in a year or 2 or 3. Like, it's not. We were in Bosnia for fucking since '91 to Christ, just a couple of years ago. I mean, it takes a long time.
I want to make a difference in one person's life, but I think that now, just like you were saying, I want to take more. I want to look at our society more.
The people here are secondary to me. As long as our people in North America don't have to worry as much about getting hit again the way they did.
They throw stones at us and they fucking give us the finger.
All smiles one day, and then
you give a guy, you give a homeless guy $10 while you're drunk down on White Ave, and he's happier than fucking shit.
It takes 15, 16, 17 years. I don't want to be here 15 years from now, but maybe we will be. I don't know.
My outlook on this whole thing has certainly changed.
I'll stay here as long as they let us hunt Taliban the way they need to be hunted, the way we've been doing the last little while. Well, then we're making a difference to the right people. These people, they can come along for the ride if they want, and if they don't want to, no, that's their problem.
Call sign 7 Charlie 19er. Do you have eyes on those vehicles moving towards you?
Hyderabad was one of those places where nightmares are forged. Torture, drug trafficking, child sex trade. It was also a financial hub for the Taliban.
Where's the fucking Jundies? Outside Jundies! We got friendly on the left!
In the pre-dawn hours on the edge of the village, the go order was given.
We got wrecking to our front! Don't light up our guns!
The Patricias responded. There is always a pause to assess the terrain before the storm.
Boys! Compound! 75 meters! Slit right! Watch out! Snipers are right up here!
As General George S. Patton once said, "May God have mercy on my enemies, because I won't."
George! Hey, Smitty! Up that way, Ben's going that way!
The warrior's wrath is anchored in faith, driven by conviction, guided by righteousness, and realized in ruthlessness. God judges. The warriors make the introductions.
Is there a bridge across? Bravo! Bravo with me! Let's go! We're gonna find a way over! Stick with me! Where you going? We're gonna find Mark and get away across! Who's that guy? Where the fuck is Mark?
One section's up, but already crossed the bridge.
Let's go, Bravo!
Where is he?
Go!
Where is he?
Bravo! RPG! Oh, for fuck! Okay, put some rounds out on that compound right here!
Fighting is a vortex. It will suck you in. Seconds feel like minutes. The adrenaline rages, and everything becomes a tactical fight. But victory requires both strategic vision and tactical precision.
Holy fuck, buddy!
In the midst of the battle, you have to raise your head, because once the fight begins, there is only good versus evil.
Mike, 40 millimeters right here.
Let's go, Bravo!
Got someone to the back alive. I can't fucking shoot you.
Movement! Frag it! Frag out! Frag out!
Frag out!
Coming up!
Spray it!
Clear, it's clear. What do you got, Ben?
All compounds on fire in front of us.
How are they doing on the right? What are they doing on the right? Okay. Ben, Mike! We're gonna take this door on the left. Roger. See what we got, okay? Let's fucking push them!
Move up the vehicle, you want to clear that left side?
We're gonna have to check out the left side where those trees are.
Alright.
Alright, let's go. 6. Watch that left! Where the fuck are they going? Stay along this wall, stay along this wall. Stay along the wall. We gotta get to do a shura before breakfast. Hey? Alright. Tell the PL that we gotta angle that way then. And I'll tell the fucking PL. Let's go. You'll be shooting in front of me here. Hold on. Watch this tool. Coming up, coming up, coming up. See much from either. Just take
How you doing for 40 millimeter?
Hey?
How you doing for 40 millimeter?
You need more, we're gonna need more. You and you two watch this way. Let's go.
Six.
Hey, Tony. Tony.
Yeah.
Tony. Watch that compound on our left, okay? They gotta be bogged down in the tree line, okay? Fuck. 203 out. How you doing for ammo, Ben? I'm okay. I'm gonna need 203 again soon. You take that first crew across! Yeah, we're moving! Take that first crew across! Get across! Watch the back! We're taking road! Let's go! Move back at the rear! Move back! Let's go! Let's go! Move back! Move back! Let's go! Move back! Move back! Hey! Let's go! They're bringing artillery in. Okay! Boys! Hey! You Move back up that way. Your fire. Move back up that way. Let's go. Back up! Let's go! We got go! On the back Run! Keep going! Jay. Okay, Chuck's up. Chuck needs to work.
Fuck those fucks up.
Right on, boys. Fucking awesome.
Hey, Miles.
Right on, boys.
Where's Miles?
Miles cashed in.
Good shit, guys. Good shit. Way to put him down.
Why is it blue? Viagra. That'll do. What's the white ones? Viagra. You gotta go in and muck them out.
I know, that's what I've been saying.
I know what you have. I know what you have.
That's why we're doing it.
We're going back?
Yes.
Okay. What's up, Wayne?
Bravo up front! Arrowhead down the road!
Bravo up front, is that what that?
They're definitely going to wonder who the Canadians are from here on out, that's for sure.
A warrior can never waver, He can never hesitate. An enemy must never be allowed to rest. You must push the enemy to the point of exhaustion. Hunt them when they are in retreat. War is ruthless. He who survives the day wins. The principal rule of victory: always attack.
Nobody in there now. Frag? You want a frag? No. Come on, folks. Frag it before we go in. Bunch of those on this side too. Now all this way. He's right here! He's right in this yellow grass, right to my front. He could be going through the water. He's in the yellow grass, just one shot. Okay, I'm gonna roll up this way. Duck. Right up the front. Stay with him. Come on up! Okay, I'm gonna fire a warning shot. Nobody shoot! Get up! Get up! Stand up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Shut up! Zap him up quick. Tony, zap him. Behind the back. Look around for a gun in this spot. You might be a nobody, but look for the gun. Okay, well, there's nothing for him to farm here in the middle of a fucking firefight. He's dropped it. He's dropped his gun in this fucking.
He stopped fighting.
Join over here. Keep him down there.
Yeah.
Keep him there, Tony.
It worked?
Yeah.
In the car, I got a gunshot residue kit.
Yeah, I got one too, but we'll let the MPA do it because must be going towards a body. Check this whole row, guys. Start up there, advance down like an area sweep. Look for anything. Kick right in the water and everything. That's all this shit. Don't touch the fucking gun or nothing, man. That's good. Alright, we got women and children.
What's that, Chuck?
And then we'll hold it.
Go in!
Watch down this road, someone.
Mark, you got it?
Yeah. Look around that corner, Ben. Look around that corner there where the Jundishans are. See what you can see. Anything? What do you got? Any blood? Okay. I'm at the door.
there.
Is that, okay, come in and watch this one to the left. Clear. Okay, quiet off.
Goes past. Goes past through the bed.
Bed. Okay, we're going in. Clear. 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 All right, let's go.
Where? Drops here. Up here.
Okay, Ben and Mark, hold at the building, wait till the smoke clears. Tony and I'll check ahead. Still going straight ahead?
Just be careful.
Tell him to stop and put his hands up. Last warning. Hold on. Stay there. Tell him to stop. If he moves, he's getting shot. Tell him to drop the knife. Drop the knife. Tell him to drop the knife. Don't go any closer. Get out of the way. Get out of the fucking way. Get out of the way. Hey, get him, medic! Medic! Medic, get up! Get out of the way! Get out of the fucking way! Call on the radio, we just shot a guy! Say anything to you?
No, he didn't say.
He didn't say anything to you at all? Okay.
Hey, he's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He ain't going anywhere.
That was legit. Fucking, it's done.
That's what I thought. That's what
Yeah, no, he had 3 warning shots.
Exactly.
He was given verbal
And he was
commands,
gonna, it looked like he was
and he
gonna
had a knife
run-
out like
run
this.
after him.
It's
And
fucking.
his other hand was behind him.
We don't know.
It was a good day because we all got out of there safe, and we put down about 20 Taliban out of I guess the 35 or 40 that we fought. And I'd really hate to be Taliban right now. I don't think they're enjoying fighting Canadians very much right now. It's a good feeling for all of our guys, I think, to do our part now. We're finally getting a chance to do it. We're doing it pretty good, I think. I feel pretty good about everything we've done.
It's that feeling when you hear over the radio that one of your friends, colleagues, was killed due to whatever circumstances, and it's that feeling of dread you feel down in your stomach, wishing that you could have been there, hoping that you could have prevented it somehow, maybe with more numbers, or you could have been there to just be that thing that turns the battle, so maybe he'd still be alive.
Yeah, our company, we were up north in an area that's basically known as IED Alley. We lost a lot of people, mostly wounded, most of them very seriously wounded. There's not much of a defense against IEDs, and there's not much of an ability to strike back against them when they do hit you. So to come down here and finally get to show the Taliban we're not the people you want to mess with, feels pretty good.
I'd be in every fight that's happened here if I could be, just so that hoping that no Canadians would die.
Task Force Afghanistan, to your fallen comrades! Tap! 1, number 2. Basket party, bird to lift. Lift!
Entering a village is like entering a person's home. There is always an unspoken tension, especially when everything is quiet. As you enter, you feel the divide, the occupier versus the host, with the foreknowledge that this host lives by the old adage, no honor amongst thieves. It is all part of the daily process of war in Afghanistan, where the shura, akin to a town hall meeting, is held with village elders to talk through opportunities, gather intelligence, and to try to build trust. As with so many things in war, it briefs well.
Should be right in front of you. Yeah, we're gonna hold the shura right here in the shade. The A&A are going inside the village right now to grab all the elders. We're bringing to this location. Our job, simple security. Another couple compounds. Okay.
All right, we'll ring it right here.
I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna be talking to the elders. I'm gonna look at them. Well, you have to translate, okay? I'm just gonna look at you to translate. You have to do it. My daughter will probably look.
Come on
okay,
inside the ring.
You
guys out on that corner there?
No, he'll probably come over for the show.
Captain Charles Trevor Green was the Patricia's first real experience with a shura. He took an axe to the head from 16-year-old Abdul Karim, who buried it 3 inches into his skull as Trevor sat with his helmet off in good faith. That village learned a lesson they will never forget. And every single shura that followed, the Patricias ignored the Americans' opinions on removing helmets when meeting with elders. As one soldier said, "We were beyond giving a fuck about shuras. We rarely took our helmet off again, and we didn't care that it offended the locals. We simply reminded them of their dishonor when they axed Trevor in the head. We weren't handing out maple syrup to savages anymore, and we never gave a shit about where they wanted their damn wells." War and truce are dysfunctional stepchildren. Success demands dialogue, and dialogue demands trust, when trust is rare. The Patricias always approached the shura with honesty and with integrity, but they never let the memory of Trevor Green be too distant from their thoughts. The shura was just another part of the script of war, and it demanded an unbelievable level of focus and conviction. Every meeting was built on good faith, but with the understanding that if something went wrong, survival would be determined by ruthlessness.
It's not a morbid thing to want to kill people that are on the other end of a righteous fight. I mean, this is a righteous fight for us. We're fighting Taliban. These people have done us harm already, indirectly or directly. 9/11, all I have to say is 9/11. We can stop this right now, but I'll bring it to our personal experiences with our friends that have been hurt over here, mangled for life, no legs, messed up forever. So when we're on a firing line or if we're in a big tick, it's a righteous feeling. It's a good feeling. It feels like the last 30 seconds of a football game or a hockey game that whole time.
I had a friend ask me if I could kill somebody or how would I react to it. I told her that I would probably do it, then cry my eyes out. I can honestly say I didn't feel a thing.
I think Canada's had the level of complacency for a long time. Nothing ever happens on our soil. Nobody ever gets hurt. We're never the target. We're everybody's friendly neighbor because we give everybody whatever they want around the world. And I don't ever want a wake-up call like 9/11 to happen in Canada, but that should have been enough for everybody in Canada to say we have to do what we can so that doesn't happen to us, prevent it, and do what we can on somebody else's soil. I'll fight every war they want me to fight over here so that my kids never have to see anything like this, or your kids back home have to see this, ever. Send us here every time. That's how it's got to be.
In any of the ticks I've been in, I would stay and fight until every last one of them was dead.
It always feels like whenever we hear it on the radio that there's a tick going on, we wish we were there. Nobody wants to watch the game, you want to be in the game. But at the same time, we know in this area, our turn is just around the corner. You know, it's a righteous fight, so, you know, I don't have any problems justifying it. If you're tired, it's better to be tired and winning a fight than at home getting the shit kicked out of you by people that want your way of life to end just because they don't agree with you. We've got to keep fighting over here, make sure the fight stays over here and not back in our homes. As long as that takes, however long it takes.
Sangin was one of those places we had no business being, but we were there. And we all knew we were walking into a trap. You learn quickly in an ambush what brotherhood means and who the warriors are. Preparing for war is easy. The ambush will change you.
Look high left! Look high left!
Once the chaos starts, you are defined. Those moments last a lifetime. Faith becomes the anchor. It is the only armor that protects from the unexpected. Faith or fear. The Patricias rose to righteousness.
Move it! We got friendlies to the left.
Where's Chuck? Did you see Chuck?
He's down in the valley.
How far ahead of you?
He's online with you right now.
Oh! Fuck was that?
RPG.
Do we have cover? Limited.
Okay, let's go!
Be on your
Cover!
six.
You okay?
Yeah, good. Up.
We're good.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna fucking go in that hole. I'm gonna try.
Grenade!
We're here to help you with your well.
Hands up!
Jack!
Can't believe that guy's not dead.
Where is Bravo?
Change your mags! Change your mags!
Bravo! Okay, Mike, we're gonna go clear that fucking little hole.
We're gonna go through that house?
You got a grenade?
I got one.
Okay, we're gonna you got a contact truck? He's dead. He's dead.
I'm going.
Moving with you.
Okay, we got friendlies that are moving up on our right. What? Are you as forward as they come?
Who's up on top of the hill?
Are you as forward as your section?
Where are you guys up there?
Where's he throwing it?
Oh, friendly! We got friendlies up on our left. Mark!
I think they're shooting right now. Mark!
Chuck, I'm online with you.
Hey, John.
Spray it, man. Spray it.
Hey, Bravo! We're gonna shake out along this line. Careful, we got friendlies behind us. And fucking bad guys. Yep. That don't sound friendly.
That's the Apache. Oh.
Right. Bravo, shake it out of his fucking body.
Moving up.
Let's go, Bravo. around these walls. Looking for movement everywhere. Put a fucking fresh mag on.
That's fucking far, dude.
That's 400.
Yeah.
We did our part. We busted the input. We took down at least a few of them. My guys back there. Nice and dead. Right here, dude. Well, maybe you tall for you. No. Dave and Mike, that way. Turn across. Yeah, cover. Let's go. Get the fuck across.
Here, I don't think politics matters at all. I mean, we don't. Politics at this point, once we're here doing our job, that's all. They can do what they want back in Canada, North America, or the world in general about politics, but we don't worry about politics here. We worry about the mission they give us, and we do the mission very well. And they should be happy with that. And if that affects politics, where they can say, you know what, our Canadian boys over there, we gave them a job. It's the first time they've had to do something like that since Korea probably, and they did it well.
I think it makes me question if I can keep doing this job, because now that I've done what Canadians haven't done in so many years, to go back and to be trained by people that haven't done it, and to be told what's right and what's wrong by people that haven't done it, it confuses me a lot emotionally, and I don't know if I can go back and do that anymore. So this has been the greatest experience in my 6 years in the military, but since I know I might not ever get to do it again, it might be the last experience I have in the military.
Everybody wonders how they would react, what they would do. Would they get in a hole and not get up again, or run away? Every man here, every man in our platoon, in our company, every Canadian here for that matter, took it right to them. There was no pause. I mean, Canadians, I hate to keep referring things to a game of some sort or other, but Canadians are the best hockey fighters in the world, and this is a hockey fight without skates. And we're good at what we're doing, and we're taking it to them hard, up close, and they don't know what to do with us. The Taliban have no clue how to deal with us at all, and that's a good feeling. We know we can beat them every time, so send us where they are.
I come from a town where there's no military, a city. And I get people ask me all the time, have you killed anybody? Could you kill people? Why do you do it? And I don't believe that they deserve an answer. I don't think that I have to explain why I do what I do to them, because I don't do it for them, I do it for the people I'm here with. And people are gonna ask me what I did, and I'll tell them a certain amount, but I don't believe that I have to, that they've earned the right to know what it's like and to get the answers of why I do it. Because I do it for these guys.
There can be no question that we did the right thing. We did the right thing. We did it as well as anybody. We pulled their shirts over their head and fed them the right fist as long as we could, and gave it right to them.
We want that way of life, but we're not willing to spill blood for it. And I know a lot of Canadians, there's a lot of support back home, but some of the government's parties, they they don't believe that we should be over here dying and bleeding and killing people. Well, if we want that way of life, you know, politics doesn't matter. We have to stand up for our allies. Or when something happens to Canada, nobody's going to stand up for us. And then what's going to happen? You know, if we're a big, I look at it as a big family, right? And if we don't stand up for our brothers, they're not going to stand up for us, and then our way of life is eventually going to fall apart.
As dangerous as it was, we might take casualties, but there's a cost to having the way of life we do back home, and this is the cost. We're the ones that have to pay it, but that's why we joined up.
Where's our car? Where's our
Mark, here.
There's the car, get in it. Let's go. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Okay.
Son of a bitch,
man. You see?
Yeah, I was fucking.
Get loaded up, boys. We're pulling out.
Anybody else in here can't fit it?
I can't believe how effective we were today, and we haven't even shaved.
2 boxes HEIT, 3 boxes of C6. I'm good. I got lots of friends.
3 boxes, okay, 3 boxes C6, 2 boxes fucking HEIT, and you don't need cramps.
That's correct.
On the morning of 9/11, I was in the city of Victoria on Vancouver Island. Following the news of the first building collapse, a sole bagpiper stood by the water's edge and played. He played all day. Destiny has a vision we can seldom see. We are the passengers and the witness. Little did I know then how important that day would become as a signifier in my life. But that day brought forth a fundamental question. What do you believe in so much you are willing to sacrifice everything to defend? These are not just words, but a foundation of who we are, what we believe in, and what is truly important to us. At the core of it all is the word sacrifice. For the Patricias, this word was at the center of everything they were as Canadians and as warriors. It was their raison d'être, their reason for being. Sacrifice means everything. It is conviction without hesitation. It is righteousness with God. And it is ruthlessness, which is the last thing the enemy will know. Fighting is everything.
Clarice. We're PB in here tonight.
So you got one there?
Harley Davidson, it's not.
Make Chuck look good. Yeah, I think you did her there, boys. Fucking excellent job.